Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to DevineMiracles and of course the guidance for the month of September. And my apologies for not being around for a little while now. I've had a bit of a flu that's been going on in Australia, so if you're in Australia you know what I'm talking about, and I managed to catch that as soon as I got here from the UK. So I just haven't been able to talk very well, and I've been coughing and all that kind of stuff, and you don't want that on video. So anyway, I'm going to do the guidance for this month, and we've got a whole lot of things to go through, and I want to share with you a whole lot of stuff that I've been working on as well. This month, being September, is the 9th month, of course, but sept actually means 7. So we're working with the energies of the 7 as well as the 9. And the 7 is more about your spirituality, of course, and more about your growth as a person. And the 9 is coming to completion. So we've had, in the month of August, we've had all kinds of things going on. And as I said, a lot of people have been getting ill, losing people. The Lionsgate energies were very, very strong, and with those energies bringing in all this new light and this new knowledge and information, a lot of us were feeling this integration quite deeply within our body, which meant that we had to do a lot of rest, and had to have a lot of rest, and we had to drink a lot of water and all those kinds of things. We just had to listen to our body to become more in tune with our body, and perhaps this was something that you might not have been doing before. But so the 7, again, bringing in the spirituality. So we've come to sort of a bit of a balancing time now, and a lot of people are starting to see their life path in front of them, and putting into practice all of the teaching that they've had as well, and all the things that you've been learning over time, putting it all into practice now and starting to feel like you are more so on your path. And we are always on our path, and even when things twist and turn in a difficult way, it doesn't mean that we've gone the wrong way. It just means that we might have gone the hard way around things, but we're still going to learn lessons that we need to, and bring this into our lives and to the lives of other people in our own unique way. So of course the angel, there is an angel, an overseeing angel for the month of September, and also for the star sign Libra, and this particular overseeing angel is Zuriel, and Zuriel is a really light blue color, working on teaching, working on getting over procrastination, so things falling into place for us and us just getting back to work again, working on our throat chakra as well, and helping us to communicate better, and also look after ourselves a little bit more, because as I said, we've just been going through this whole turmoil of August, and all kinds of things going on, very, very fast energies hitting us all at once. And a lot of us have also been working on a global level, as well as working on a universal level and a multiversal level, and on, intergalactic even levels. And all these energies been coming in from our home planets, just all kinds of things going on all at once, and we're only in a physical form at the moment, so it's been a little bit difficult to actually come to grips. Hopefully you're starting to get yourself through that now, and you can move through the rest of September with a bit of a clearer focus. So just some things about Zuriel. He, as I said, he's in a light blue color. He is one of the teaching angels, known as God's teacher. And these are the key points for the month of September. Saying be careful of overreacting, being too impulsive with things. Even though things are moving quickly, we have to be careful. Calm and quiet reflection about the things that we are doing in our life. Having peace, making decisions from the heart level instead of making decisions with our head. Spiritual awareness, as I said, is the number 7, and relief being the number 9. So we've come to conclusions as well, celebrations, and creative outlets as well. The gemstones that you can use are smoky quartz, chiastolite, which is a hard one to say, jade, coral, danburite, angulite, blue lace agate. So you can see where those ones are, the blue color is coming in there. And of course, clear quartz. You can dedicate any one of your crystals to do whatever you want them to do. You can dedicate them for sleep, you can dedicate them for your abilities, you can dedicate them for your spirit guides, channeling, whatever it is that you want to do. But you must just talk to your crystal, rinse it under water to get away any negative energies, and ask for the positive energies to be brought into that, and those energies that you're looking for. The oils that you can use, if you really like to use essential oils, which of course I do, cypress, lavender, geranium, eucalyptus and rose are really good ones for the month of September. And yeah, I'll go over these questions here. I'll go over these key points here a little bit, but I wanted to show you the little picture I did. Hopefully you can see, my camera's not working too well on my computer, but hopefully you can see. I'll do it that way. You may not be able to see, but that was just a picture that I drew of Zuriel. I'm going to show you some other things that I've been doing as well. Actually, I'll show you them first, the things that I've been doing. I've been making, well, we call them mandalas, but the actual proper term is mandals, but everyone just calls them mandalas, so whatever you think they are. Now, I've been working on this with a friend of mine, and I've been staying at her house, and she does these glorious mandalas or mandals, and everybody does them in a different way. And what they actually do is, because you've got a circle, you've got this never-ending, circle here. As soon as you draw a circle on a page, it just opens up a whole lot of information for you, and you may not think it does, but it's actually unlocking things within you. So what people do is they just sort of intuitively draw what they feel, and it just comes out in this awesome picture. And every single mandala is different, of course. Everybody's got their own way of doing it, and I've been doing these drawings, and I just felt oh my God, I feel like I'm really onto something within myself. And I got the feeling that I needed to make a set of 7. So that's something else that might happen to you when you're trying to create things. If you can just create circles on a page, you will really start to open up your abilities and awareness, and get in touch with yourself and unlock all different types of information within yourself. This is something that people always ask, how can I get connected? Start drawing circles, and you'll really start to notice the connection. It sounds silly, but it really works. So I want to show you, first of all, I'll show you my mandalas in just a second, but I'll show you the mandala that started it all off for me. My friend made this one for me. See how this is really different? My friend made this one, and you can see these big circles on the edge. I don't know if you can. They're big circles on the edge there, and to me they were like portals of energy, and there's just a whole lot of information in this, and it felt really intergalactic. But as soon as I saw this, things started to happen for me, and I needed to sleep and sleep and sleep, and I just woke with different clarity and different things going on in my mind. So as I said, any type of mandala will work for you. This was the one that was made for me. Sometimes when it's made for you, pretty soon after that, because it's unlocked so many things within you, you will have to make another one for yourself, or for the home, or for people. And sometimes there's negative things that come out and that needs to be drawn out, burned, and you can start again. So that was the one that Cathy made for me, which is so beautiful. And she does these for people. If you're in Adelaide or wherever you are, she can make you a mandala. And then she did this one, and this one is for me and Pete, and it is really, really beautiful. There's all kinds of information that comes through with each mandala, and this one was about past lives, and bringing knowledge and information together, and just all these circles here, and there's also like a Celtic cross in the middle, and it's just talking a lot about our past lives and how we are twin flames, and it's all coming together. And I will talk a little bit more about twin flames at some point if you guys are interested. So they can be very different. You can see how different those two are. And there's quite a lot of different techniques in drawing, but I'm just really encouraging you all to start doing these, just making circles. And if you remember them spirograph things that we had as kids, and that made circles and different shapes and things, and that was unlocking things within us. Our creativity unlocks things. So if you could see how different they are, you'll see how different mine are. Now, I've got a set of 3, and it's going to be a set of 7, and mine look like this. See how different mine are? Okay, so you can't really see the colors in it, but I chose particular colors, green, purple, blue, green, purple, blue, and gold. Those are the colors that I chose, and silver for the actual rings themselves. So that was mandala number 1 that I made. And then number 2, see, these are like roadmaps. These are intergalactic, I think. I'm not going to know what it really means until I get to the last one, I think. So that was number 2. And number 3 looks like this. You see, ooh. But what I've been learning is like how to make these for other people, and it's just another form of channeling information. If you would like one, and I'll make something for you. I'll make a smaller one or a bigger one, whatever, and I'll actually post it out to you. If you'd like something like that, just let me know. It'll be probably different than these, but it will unlock things within you. So that's 3 of the 7. And then just last night, I don't know if Pete has seen this yet. Oh yes, I showed him, but I made this one for Pete. See how very different that is. And if you look into the center, it is like a big key. So this one is for his third eye. So you can see you can make things for the different chakras or your aura, or whatever it is that you want to do. And I've been creative like this. And now that I've got the flow, I don't really want to stop doing those. So that's just something else that I'm going to be offering for you guys if you would like to have something like that, just for yourself, to unlock things within yourself, and it would be made by myself. Or, as I said, my friend Cathy is there, and she makes most magnificent mandalas, quite different to mine, and she puts all of her heart and soul into it as well. And so I'll leave her email address down below as well if you would like one of those. But anyway, I had to show you those before we started because I might have forgotten about it. But I'll go over these key points for you. So I said, be careful of overreacting, and that's just mainly talking about an impulsive desire to get really angry. You know, like when you're in traffic, or someone says the wrong thing to you, or whatever. And just for example, it was really funny because I don't want to mention any names, but there was this lady, I'll say that it was a few weeks ago, because it was a few weeks ago, and she was very abrupt when she answered me. And for the inside of myself was like, really? You know, thanks a lot. I wanted to sort of say a whole lot to her, but I didn't. And I held back, and I just ended up cracking up laughing. And I just cracked up laughing at her, and she was like, oh my God, you just got it. You know, you've just got what's going on here. And so then everything she said I pretty much laughed at, and she really relaxed, came down. So just be careful of overreacting to different situations, because as I said, the energy is quite high right now. And you know, we've got to remember that we've worked so hard at removing negative situations from our life, so we don't want to bring it back into ourselves. It's all about cleansing and clearing our heart areas, and you know, this is where our soul resides. So try not to overreact. Just take a second and think about how you would like to be answered, or you would like to be treated, and it makes it pretty clear where we go wrong. Yeah, and being too impulsive. So just being impulsive over, you know, making decisions, or I mean, sometimes that's really, really good. And again, there is no wrong here. But maybe this is just a message to those people who continually make impulse purchases or impulse decisions, and they just continually do it, and then they feel like they're not getting anywhere, or they're just chasing their tail around. This is a message just to be careful. You know, just it's time for calm. It's time for peace in our hearts and lives, and we're just bringing back the things that we want on the earth again. So we've got to do it within ourselves. So in other words, calm and quiet reflection as well. Just meditating before you go to bed is fine, or when you wake up in the morning, and it's just about giving yourself a little bit of peace and quiet, a little bit of you time. So often we're chasing around after everybody else that there is very little time for ourselves, or we don't think we've got time to make time for ourselves. So go to bed that 10 minutes early, wake up 10 minutes earlier or whatever on your lunch break. Just have a chill out, underneath a big tree somewhere. Close your eyes before you go back into work, and just practice giving yourself affirmations like, I am a part of source, I am divine, I am able to do anything that I wish, I am limitless, there is nothing that I can't do, my cells are vibrating at a high level, I metabolize food really easily, I'm glowing from the inside out, everybody notices my glow and peace and divinity and all those kinds of things. Just little affirmations to give yourself. And the power of your spoken word is very, very important. We don't realize the power that we have in words and sounds alone. Okay, making decisions from the heart. So really taking a step back, putting your hand over your heart if you need to, and go, right, I need to think about this decision. Is this really coming from my heart, or coming from love, or is it coming just from logic? Making more decisions from our heart helps us to sit there a little bit more within ourselves and feel better in every single way of our life. And if you can really start to focus on yourself, and I was just telling a lady today when I was doing a reading, she was saying that she wants to be connected to source, she wants to open up her abilities, she wants to make the right decisions, she wants to do she wants to be able to astral travel, she wants to be able to do all these things. But the biggest thing is she was seeing everything as a massive effort. And when you live from your heart and you see the joy in everything, then everything starts to flow for you. So if you want to be connected with source, live in your heart, live in the joy. If you want your abilities to open, live in the joy. Be creative, open up, do these circles and things. You'll be amazed what one circle on a piece of paper will do. It's very, very sacred. I'm learning sacred geometry, and it just came out of me to do all these kinds of pictures and all the colors and all those kinds of things. It was just flowing with my heart instead of thinking about it. And so it's very, very important that we try to practice that for this month. Practice it forever, but that it really gets a stronghold this month, because we're leading up towards the end of the year and everyone gets hectic and excited and all things are going all at once, and we start worrying about finances and Christmas presents and holidays and all those kinds of things. But if we start getting creative within our creativity, we start to receive, and it's also about feeling worthy enough to do so. If you want to help lots and lots of people, you can't do it if you haven't got anything behind you. So of course, if you've got things that you can offer the world, it's okay to receive something in return for that, something in return for your time and for your energy. And as we know, there is energy absolutely everywhere, and we are exchanging this all the time. So just think about how you see yourself. Think about how you accept abundance in your life or accept change in your life. Have a look about how you make decisions and ask yourself if you're really living in the joy, if you're really living in happiness, if you're really living for excitement, or if you're just dreading every single day. So those were the key points for the month of September. Now I'm going to go over the fire signs, water, air and earth, and I'm actually going to, since we haven't had them for a while, I'm going to use my Domino Angels cards for that one. And I'm making this video at night time, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit funny with the lighting. And as I said, since I brought my computer on the plane, I think it might have jumbled around some things there, and my camera's not that good. But anyway, we're making do. So Archangel Michael oversees the fire signs, and the fire signs are Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. Alright, so we're going to do a Domino Angels message for the month for those particular star signs. So I'm going to close my eyes and focus on fire signs. Okay. Alright. Alright. So the fire signs, the message that you got is from Archangel Metatron. All right, and we've got the number 3, because I am a Leo with a Virgo rising and Aquarius moon. So you can work it out if you're an astronomer. Archangel Metatron is with you, increasing your time with children. Births and pregnancy abound, so if you are wanting a baby, you are very fertile now. Also, it is a time of giving to others. A teenager may be going through a rough patch, so try to take a gentle approach with this. Many doors are open to you now, but if you hesitate, you will miss it. Be sure to take up any new opportunities and be brave. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Light an orange candle to connect. Okay, so Archangel Metatron in this particular card is talking about the children, the youth, that kind of thing, and that very well may be going on around you. But he also works with us on the different cellular structures within our body, these cells that remember past lives and actually bring in trauma into our everyday life. So there are things that are perhaps going on within you that have been a direct result of the age that you are in a past life. So perhaps, you know, for me, I'm 40, so perhaps when I was 40 in a past life, I moved country or something happened to me. And say, for example, my body started to then get really, really tired and then get really, really like ill in some way. Not that that's happening at the moment, but just say that I started taking on a really deep-seated fear or something like that, and it wasn't there before. This could be a patterning going on from a past life. So Archangel Metatron is one of the angels that can help you to access the Akashic records, access the records of your lifeline and you know, your soul journey, and help you to hit the emotion that is being triggered within your body. Hitting that emotion is very, very important. And I do take people through past life regressions and, you know, work with them on hitting these emotions in an appropriate past life. It's something that's going on that's affecting them right now. And 9 out of 10 people have this amazing, you know, it's like a massive healing that goes on within them. But they have recognition within themselves of why they're doing something, and that's so important. But you can ask Metatron, if you're not worried about past lives and karma and all that kind of thing, you can just say to Archangel Metatron, right, I really want the patterning within my body to be of the now. You know, I really want it focused and enhanced for the now, and for all my abilities to open, for my memory to open, for everything to just start moving forward on my true path. And anything that I'm holding on to from the past, in this life, or any direction of time, I would like that to be cleared right now and healed over, you know, with good to all, and especially obviously good for yourself as well. But this is what the message seems to be. It's time to change the patterning of the cells within your body that stretch out through all directions of time and space even. And we need to just come into our physicality, because we are living the physical life right now. This is the life we are seeing and we are working with. There are many different parallel lives going on. There are many different parts and dimensions of us, and that's a whole nother segment. But we need to bring our soul back into this body and work with this body and work with, you know, our higher self, the angels, of course. But our higher self is very, very important. Bringing in all that information, knowledge and love, unconditional love from the other side as well into our everyday life. But changing these cells are very, very important, this hidden memory that our cells have. So it's a time of giving to others, you know, getting creative, you know, you need to give to receive, all those kinds of things. You are very giving people anyway, and maybe this is just a sign for you to just accept more of yourself and just surrender to the whole process instead of fighting it or making it really, really hard for yourself. And I'm talking and I can just see a big thing on my screen. Okay, it's gone. All right, so be aware of children around you. If you want to have a baby, it's a very fertile time. It's also a fertile time for your new business or your new ideas to start to spring into life. All right, so that was for the fire signs. Now for the water signs, here we go. And I'm looking at the video and my mouth is moving different to what I'm saying. I'm just going to leave it anyway. All right, the water signs. Archangel Gabriel works with the water signs, bringing you in messages, and Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are all under the influence of this. So let's see what your message is. Right, and you've got Archangel Ambriel, nice yellow color. So Archangel Ambriel is here to bring messages about children. My Lord. Okay. Perhaps a child will come to stay with you and you have just the right way to deal with any problems. It may be time to switch off the TV for a while and have a really good talk with kids. A special letter arrives on extra emails and phone calls. Be ready for action and everything will be moving quicker than usual, and ask for patience to navigate through it. So thank you, Ambriel. So again, working with the messages, as I said, with Gabriel, working with messages about children. So this feels like a very, very time filled with youth, and of course connecting to your inner child as well, and sending healing to yourself as a child changes who you are today. It's how it works. If you would like to change things about yourself, you know, go back to your childhood and see, you know, try to see the things that really, really hurt you. And as an adult now, you can know what to say to yourself. You know that it's going to be okay. You know that, you know, everything falls in place for a reason, and you can give love to that child. And all it is just a matter of imagining it. So if I said to you, think about Christmas last year, just have a think about it, you know, for a second. What were you doing last year for Christmas? And I know exactly what I was doing last year for Christmas, but I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, you know, so you can just pinpoint things about yourself, and that is all having vision is. And if you can see yourself as a child or have memories of things that were upsetting for you, you can do the same thing, just pop it up in your mind and just imagine yourself right now going over to yourself and just giving yourself a big hug. And this starts to really, really heal who you are today. It makes a really, really big difference. People don't think it does, but when you try it, you'll really, really see those parts of you that you've actually rejected as well. It's time to bring all those parts back in together. Again, talking about integrating ourselves, you know, bringing everything back in so that we can actually function. It's amazing we can function when we've been so scattered with our energy for so long. So Ambriel bringing message about kids. Maybe you will have some kids that come to stay. It's going to be easy. It's going to be nice and calm. The children are going through changes as well. The children have been integrating energies, and a lot of children have been getting, you know, unwell and been hit by this flu. Apparently there was, in Adelaide, there was 5,000 kids out of school in a week, as opposed to last year, I think it was only 2,000. So it was just a massive jump in everybody getting this flu. And what it does is this flu, you get sick, but you actually feel okay. So in other words, you sound like you've got a croaky throat, you're coughing and hacking, you feel a little bit wiped out for a couple of days, but you're actually not on death's door, you know. You feel like you can keep going, and so you go out and you do things, and then you're knocked back into bed again, and you're like, oh my God, now I'm worse than ever. And you get rid of it, and it comes back again. And I've gotten rid of this thing about 3 times, and then I'll wake up with a sore throat or something, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to have it. Something obviously needs to really heal within me, so I'm not going to accept that this is going on. I'm just going to say, okay, I'm just being rewired. I'm going to come out of this even better than I went into it. So be ready for things happening quickly, get ready for action, and you know that you're going to have the you're just going to be able to juggle many, many things at once, because you're going to be feeling different within yourself as well. So that's the message for the water signs. And then we've got the air signs, and that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you guys are working with Archangel Raphael, which of course is very healing as well. So let's see what message you guys get. Right. And you've got Archangel Samuel. All right, so working on the love and the heart area. So Archangel Shamuel is one of the angels of love. There are so many. And is with you spicing up your love life. So if you're single, be on the lookout for a newcomer that catches your eye. And if you are attached, you will feel very in tune with your partner's needs, and you need to set a date to be alone. Follow your instincts and get ready for fun. You're irresistible right now, so use this to your advantage, and always appreciate the beauty that is within yourself and others. Thank you, Archangel Shamuel. Light a rose pink candle to connect. And you can even use some rose oil as well to help you connect with Shamuel. One thing that is a really good practice is if you get a pink candle, which will work with the Angels of Love. Put my book out of the way. If you get a pink candle, you can get some rose oil, and you're holding the candle, and you're just rubbing the candle with the rose oil, and you're sort of anointing it with all of the things that you're trying to put out there. So if you're looking for love, you're like, okay, thank you for the perfect partner for me, and you're rubbing the oil into the candle, and then you'll light the candle. Another thing is you can scratch the name of the angel on there, and then you're burning it down, and it's just making it really, really powerful. But Archangel Samuel is working with you, saying, look, you've gone through a change. You've had a really good rest. You look fantastic. Stop putting yourself down and beating yourself up and doubting yourself and all those things, because they're not the things that you want. You don't want those things. Makes you feel bad. And, there's no point comparing yourself to other people, because we're never going to match up to other people because we're not them. And I know what a wonderful freedom it was for myself when I didn't feel like I was less than anybody else. Like when I felt that I was okay with who I am in my own skin, everything seemed to change for me. And also, I never used to like my photos taken or videos, or to be on camera like I am on camera. I would be mortified if I was doing this like 10 years ago or something. No way would I be making videos or even speaking, because I really didn't feel like there was anything that I had to say that was of value, or whether I could even get a couple of words out without laughing or, just sounding silly. So it took a long time for myself to actually come out and accept myself. And now it's not a matter of whether I care about what other people think or whatever. It's just my own journey and my own path. And there are going to be times when you still feel insecure, but there shouldn't be a time where you feel less than anybody else, And this is something that Samuel really helps us to work with, building that transition within ourselves. Also transitioning into a new career, if that's something that you want as well. And the cat's trying to get in here. And really feeling confident. People say, well, how do I get confident? Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. How do I get confident? I've got no confidence whatsoever in myself. And again, it boils down to how you feel, or how you're thinking that other people are looking at you. And most of the time people are looking at their phones anyway, so they're not worried what you're doing. But we feel this insecurity within ourselves. When we start feeling that insecurity within ourselves, then we start projecting it on other people. And then we start projecting it on other people, and then we start getting angry. And then we start getting angry, and then we start to lower our vibration. And then all kinds of things start to go wrong. And it just goes in this cycle. So it really is about finding that balance, working with your heart, opening yourself to confidence and joy, being creative. Remember, being creative really opens up everything. Doing your healing work, and believing in yourself, and trusting in the path that you've put out for yourself. If you're meant to be with your twin flame, if you're meant to be with your soulmate, it will have no choice but to happen to you. But the longer that you're thinking when's it going to happen, it's never going to happen to me, then it won't. You just keep blocking it away from yourself. It's almost like saying that you don't want it. And be careful of what words that you're using, because they're very, very powerful. And keep talking to yourself in a positive way. And, I know that it's really, really hard. And I know you're going to have days when, it's just not working. But the more that you catch yourself in those patterns, the quicker you can change them, and the quicker your life begins to also change more to the things that you're really wanting and less of the things that you don't. So Shami will helping with quite a lot of things on this in this message for you guys today. Be on the lookout for new things. Why not? You deserve it, and you're going to be super attractive. So just let it all out. Let yourself be yourself and have fun, because the very thing sometimes that you don't like about yourself, there's going to be someone out there that absolutely adores it. And so don't change yourself for anybody else. Just strengthen your own self and work on your own self in your own way. So that was the message for Raphael, for the air signs. And of course, Archangel Raphael is the overseeing angel. So there's a lot of healing in there. And I have lost the Domino Angels cards. Well, this is funny. All right, I've got them now. Okay. And the last one is the earth signs. Okay, Archangel Zuriel, one of my favorite angels. Very overlooked, I must say. Archangel Zuriel working with the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So my Pete is a Taurus, so this one's for you, babe. And these earth signs are working with Archangel Zuriel as well, and he is the master psychologist. So let's have a look what message you guys got. Okay. All right. Oh, the angels of fun. All right, it's time to have fun. Now we've got like 2 yellowy orange cards, and we've got 2 pink cards. So there you go. Heart chakra, solar plexus, and navel. All this area in the middle. Right, the angels of fun are with you and urge you to go to that place you have been thinking about visiting. Any place where you will get a good laugh is advised right now. Even a trip to the movies or hiring one is the order of the day. You are asked to liven up and go to work with a smile on your face. Do something that you would not usually try to reawaken old talents, and you will meet someone interesting who makes you smile. So all of these messages today have to do with the heart and bringing the joy back in there, being childlike, being youthful, being loving towards yourself, opening up yourself to receive. And all of these cards seem to work for every single one of us. These are not just pinpointed, it just all seems to go together. The angels of fun are a massive group of angels, and they move forward in our life when we've been stagnant for too long, when we've been doing the same old things, and we've been forgetting how to just have some good old fun. So forgetting how to forget who is, forgetting other people and what they're doing, and instead just letting yourself laugh and letting yourself have a really good time. And I know that a lot of people still conform to what they feel is right and wrong in society's eyes. As in having fun and going out and going to a party or dressing in the whatever way you want to dress or whatever. People still conform to what society feels. Religions and even spiritual groups are all starting to judge others and what they're doing, and maybe they'll wear a certain outfit and claim all these amazing miracles because they're wearing this certain outfit. It's just really bizarre to me, because I really feel that if we are true to ourselves, and if we really are growing and learning and changing and being on our own spiritual path, then we must be individual. We must do what we feel we need to do for our life, and allow ourselves to grow and change in our own way, which is unique to us, which is all about staying on the path that we feel is right for us, not what other people want us to do. Yeah, there are things that we can learn from other people. You can learn something from me and then still go out and do your own thing, and that is being true to yourself. You might think that half the things that I say is absolute rubbish, and then in 2 years' time, you'll have your own awakening and you'll come back and go, now I know what she's talking about. And it doesn't really matter. We have to really lose, I think, really lose labeling people and judging people and putting them in a compartment when we're so multi-dimensional and there's just so many parts to who we are, not just the one that the person might see right now. You know, there's so many parts to ourselves. And the angels of fun, and all of these angels, in fact, all the entire spiritual realm, are asking us to just relax and have fun and bring that joy vibration into our life. Because once we have that joy vibration, which is the highest vibration you can have, joy and love and peace and all those things, in ourselves, in our life, in our work, in the people around us, and then everything just flows. Instead of feeling like we need to suffer somehow in order to get somewhere. You know, we feel like we must do this and this and this and this and this before we can get to here. And, you know, we make life hard for ourselves. And I really don't think that we need to. You might think you need to. And, you know, that's your journey. But from what I've learned and, you know, what I've experienced doing things the hard way and doing things the easy way and staying in my own flow, well, it's a lot more fun over this side where it's easy, you know, and just laughing at situations that you would ordinarily get angry at, you know, going to that thing that you've been invited to, even though you feel like just snuggling up in your pajamas, you know, all of those kinds of things change the cycles of your life. And we don't want to keep going through the same cycles. So to think in the same way is kind of silly. We've just got to say to ourselves, no, you know, I'm continually doing the same thing and it's really not getting me anywhere other than treading water. You know, every now and then I'll get a little bonus, but it's really not the big changes that I'm looking for. And so these are the things that we just need to sit back and take stock of. Like, what do we really want for ourselves? And know that absolutely everything is possible, you know, if we just believe and accept and surrender to that energy and go with the flow and take one day at a time and do our best to be joyful and have fun as often as we, you know, as often as we can. Have fun and laugh and, you know, go out to see movies. And, you know, you don't have to feel that you need to prove yourself as being spiritual, because that is your journey, your individual contract with yourself. You've always got a connection to source. Some people say, how do I get connected? Well, you stay connected. You know, you just say, okay, thank you. I'm always connected. Here I am, you know, connected to source. You know, I can download information as often or as much as I want. And it's just me that needs to get out of my own way and just accept my feelings and, you know, trust my instincts and take one day at a time and all of those things and be loving to myself. And many of us have been hard on ourselves for so long, and it really needs to, you know, we just need it to stop for ourselves, for our journey. And September is all about this, you know, change in events, a build up to this change. September, October, November, December, going to be awesome months. But it's going to be very fast acting months, and we knew that that was going to happen for the entire year anyway, that it was going to be just, you know, crazy energies. So by this time next year, we're in a whole nother cycle of events, and, you know, we'll notice bigger changes, and things that we're worried about right this second won't exist anymore. So we'll continue to hand all of our issues up to the universe where they belong and let them sort out all the details. All we got to work on is ourselves, our happiness, and finding peace within as well. So those were the cards for the month. I'm just going to keep them aside. Now, I write this all up at my website, so hopefully it's there for you guys when you're watching this. If not, it won't be far away, so don't worry. All right, and I do have a little message from Archangel Zuriel that I've channeled and written out. All right, so I'm just going to read this to you, if I can read my own writing. All right. Says, dear ones, I am Zuriel of the band of angels that are dedicated to teaching and sharing deep knowledge with to teaching and sharing deep knowledge with all of you. We angels open up the portals of the divine within you as a soul, bringing peace, love, and joy into your hearts. You are unconditionally loved and cherished always, and we intend to bring you into a state of allowing when you are ready. The divine holds no preference or favor on who can receive this grace and love. When you begin to believe in yourself and treat yourself with kindness and love, you open up to a wider, more glorious connection to this on so many levels. Expand your knowledge in whatever way you can, and by doing so, you shall find peace and your way in the world. Know that you are always loved and supported, and that this is eternal. And as you let go of things that are holding you back, you open yourself to healing and creative energy, which heals your emotions and in turn those around you. See yourself as a radiant divine light without harsh judgments, and the real you, the eternal self, can emerge. With love always, Zuriel. There we go. Just what we were saying there. See how it's all validated. Bring love, peace, and joy into your hearts, remembering that you are unconditionally loved. You are unconditionally loved. You don't love yourself unconditionally. And this is the biggest lesson I feel in our entire life, is creating or feeling that unconditional love for ourselves. Especially if we've been through so many things that told us the opposite. That's going to be the hardest thing. But we didn't come here for life to be easy, because we wouldn't learn anything, and we'd just go back and have to do it all over again. So I think a lot of us are working on our last life here, and that's why we've been thrown so much stuff to get through, and so many people are embracing their own personal journey and getting somewhere with that and understanding themselves more and more and more. And now is the time for that to happen for you as well. Feel the energy that's around you and enjoy the month of September. I'm hoping to go back to the UK very, very soon. Got my ticket at the end of September, but I'm waiting for my visa. So everyone to have thoughts of success there would be wonderful. Now just remember that you can go to my website and you can make a donation if you can't afford things, and I will try to help you get through situations in your life. I'm going to have some new readings each month now, and there's going to be some new ways of doing things as well, but that'll all come in time. Don't forget, you can join the spiritual community at DevineMiracles.ning.com, and that is where you can start your own blog forum and all that, and not have to worry about paying the huge overheads, and just join each other and talking and spiritual talks and whatever it is that you want to do. And I'll be over there from time to time offering free readings as well, like just in there for an hour or so doing readings for you guys and trying to help you on your path. And that's like for the members, so if you're a member over there, you're going to get access to all those kinds of things and special seminars and all that kind of stuff as well. And that will be at random times. You're not going to know when it's going to happen, because I can't commit myself to that kind of thing until it'll be like on the day. This is the day I'm doing it, So I try my best to, share love with all of you all, and, share whatever it is that I've got with me to help you on your journey as well. So that is what my life is all about. And I really hope that this video has helped even one person. That would make me so happy to know that, because that one person then goes on shining their light to so many more people, and that is what it is all about. And I thank you all for being patient with me. I have got so many ideas for videos that it's not funny, just not being able to have the voice for you all to talk. As much as I've been wanting to do videos, I just can't do it when you can't talk. So I feel like I'm back now, and away we go for another month. Remember that you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. In fact, like all social media is just at DevineMiracles. So if you just remember that. Thank you for subscribing and being with me on this massive journey that we're undertaking. And I hope to bring you some more pictures and things. Don't forget, if you'd like your own mandala or mandala, whatever it is you want to call it, you'd like me to draw you a mandala, I will do my best for you and make something creative for you. Just email me. The link is down below as well. So we'll come up with something individual for each one of you. So until the next video, I'm saying goodbye to you all, and lots of love. And I'm also giving lots of love out to my Pete, and we've been missing each other terribly. And I hope you're okay, babe. And I'll be back as soon as I can. And thank you all for listening again. And until the next video, is goodbye from me. Bye, everyone.